Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of My Week in Football. This week I managed to do 3 games, an under-18s game, an under-23 game and an England Women under-21 game at St George's Park. So we'll get started with the first one. So after I recorded the video and edited it last week, I went down to Old Trafford where Manchester United were playing Wigan in the FA Youth Cup quarter-finals. It's the furthest they've been in quite a while. I was looking forward to it, but a bit apprehensive because obviously I want to win this competition because in youth football this is probably the highest prize at club level, better than winning the league. Everyone wants to win the Youth Cup. Everyone's heard about the famous teams that have done it, the Busby era, like the class of '92 for example. So really looking forward to it. Got to Old Trafford. There was a familiar name on the team sheet for them, James Carragher, who was the son of Jamie Carragher. He was actually there with the Wigan fans, which I thought was brilliant. And the game was a pretty good game. I thought it was tougher than it was, but they've been quite good. Wigan, they've beaten Tottenham, they've beaten Birmingham, who are established teams. So to get this far, they were great, and that's what got us worried. The bad news was Dylan Hoogerwerth was still injured from the previous round, so it gave Deji Satana a chance to shine basically and prove, show that he should be staying in the team. And to be fair, Wigan started off the better team, and Andre Manstey has to make an amazing save really to stop him. But in the 24th minute, United went ahead. Deji Satana on the right did really well. He got it across to who did he get it to? Charlie Wellens, sorry. Charlie Wellens then passes it to Shola Shortire, who dinks past the player, then shoots it at the bottom corner. Really good goal, hard goal. The keeper really wasn't going to get that. And then not long after that, Manstey again, he rushes out, he prevents a goal, he gets a kick in for doing it. Really brave of him. I thought he did brilliantly there. And but unfortunately in the 39th minute, Sean McGurk had a shot on his right foot, hit the underside of the bar, equalised, and went in at half time, 1-1. And it's a bit disappointed really because 5 minutes to go before half time, it's always any time is a bad time to concede, but that close to half time, so I was a bit worried. But in the 50th minute, just 5 minutes after half time, Ben Hockenhall puts a ball over from centre back towards Deji Satana. He's battling with Carragher. He's outmuscled him, gets it on his right foot and blasts it in the top right hand corner. Really good goal. Got us a lead and really just showed his pace and his strength. Really happy with that. And the game ended up finishing 2-1, which was brilliant. We got through to the semi-finals, and it's going to be a tough from now on. Even though we played brilliantly so far, that's the first goal we conceded in the whole tournament. We've got Chelsea away in a one-off semi-final at their ground. That's going to be really tough because Chelsea is still an amazing team, got a good pedigree. They've won it 5 years in a row apart from last year, so they're a great team. And then if we do get through to the final, it's going to be against another team away, probably an Arsenal or a City, and that's going to be away. So it's a bit unfortunate really. I was talking about this the other day. I think the semi-final should be two-legged, where you play home and away, and the final should be a neutral ground, but unfortunately it's not like that these days, and we've just got to do what we've got to do. So if we're going to win it, we've got to play 2 away games, but it's 2 wins away from lifting that famous trophy. So I'm really happy about that. They've not actually announced the date of the semi-final, but as soon as I find out, I'll obviously be getting a ticket and going to that. But yeah, I'm once again was really happy with that game. I always like to see the 18s do well, so to get there, that was brilliant. Now my second game was on the Monday. Travelled to Stoke for the under-23s. They were playing obviously against Stoke in the Premier League 2. Strong team, really strong team. There was Garner, Levitt, Gomez, Chong, and even like first team players such as Tim Fosu-Mensah and Axel Tuanzebe. And they had a couple of players for them. Ryan Shawcross, ex-United, he was there playing, and Diouf, I don't know if you remember him, he was a striker. He played for United a few times. He's also played big lads, big strong lads. And yeah, it was a great start. The first half was brilliant for us. Garner had a strike in the 11th minute from outside the box, which the keeper had to make a great save from, tips it over the bar. Then the resulting corner was whipped in and Garner actually heads it in for 1-0. He's just been a goal machine this season, unbelievable. And getting a headed goal, absolutely brilliant. made up for him. And then we got a second goal. Fosu meant to cross it right across the goal line, really. Maybe it should have been defended better, or the keeper should have got it. But Gomez at the back post, he puts it in for 2-0. Getting a goal for him, that was also brilliant. And then, once again, this was the best goal of the game. But it was a bit of a funny one, really. So they had a shot, and it came off one of our players, I can't think who it was now, and went in the back of the net, and it looked like they got one back, but the linesman's flag was up. And so we were obviously happy that happened. But the moment they had the free kick, it went to Gomez, who played an amazing ball, like a flick ball over his shoulder, chips over the back four. Really, really good pass to Garner, who the ball's still bouncing, and he lifts it over the top of the keeper, chips over him for 3-0, and we're just on cruise control. Really was brilliant half, and we deserved everything we got there. It was brilliant. But we went into half time 3-0, and you thought it was going to be 5-6-0 really, but that wasn't to be. Second half, they come out 55th minute. William Forrester from a free kick freely heads it in. Just poor defending from, I've got to say, Fosu Mensah and Tuanzebe, the more experienced players. They just let him go and just let him head the ball. Very disappointing. And then Cameron McJanet, he off the bench. Bizarre goal, really, where the ball comes in, it's Garner heads it away, probably takes it off the hands of Kovar, and it falls to Cameron McJanet, and he just puts it away for 3-2. And they had a really good chance to equalise. The ball's shot in, and to be fair, I did say he did poorly for the first goal, but Axel Tuanzebe headed it off the line. That would have been the equaliser for Stoke. Anyway, we stayed strong, and it finished 3-2, which is a good result, really, because West Ham won 4-0, so they're still 3 points ahead of us, even though we've got a game in hand, but they've got a superior goal difference, really. So we really need them to drop points and us to win. It can be done, but it's not the be-all and end-all, but fingers crossed we can get promoted. And my final game of the week was yesterday. I went to St George's Park to watch England women's under-21 play France. Went there because Emily Ramsey's in goal. Amy Palmer was playing in midfield, and so was Ella Toone midfield, all United players. We went last year to watch both Ramsey and Palmer. They were in the under-18s last year, but this year the 21, so we went there. And I got the best of starts for England. Rihanna Dean gets a goal, good strike, puts them 1-0 up. And England looked really good, but let me just remember her name. Lorena Azzaro, sorry, left winger for France. She had a wicked shot. I mean, going to the top corner, and Ramsey made an unbelievable save, outstretched to her right, top corner, and I must say it's one of the best saves I've seen, really. Unbelievable save, and that must get her confidence up. And it must be the fact that she's on loan now at the moment at Sheffield, and she's playing week in, week out, so playing that amount of games, it gets your confidence up. So it's all coming together for her now, and it really, really was a great save. I can't express how good it was. It's kept us in it, and I've got to say though, Niamh Charles in the first half, she was unbelievable. I thought she was the player of the match. I would have given her the player of the match probably, especially in the first half. Just unreal, running France ragged. So anyway, got to half time 1-0. There weren't any goals in the second half. It remained 1-0, but Mazpachenko was playing left back, I think, but she was more forward. She was immense again in the second half. Them two players really were the standout. I did think, though, like I say, Ramsey played brilliantly. I always love watching Amy Palmer play. I think she's a terrific midfielder. Ella Toone did brilliantly as well. But I think they run themselves to the ground, really put a proper shift in. They play again on Sunday, but I'm not going to be going to that because there's another game I'll talk about in a minute that I'm going to. But yeah, really good game, and I always like going back to St George's Park. I don't know if you can see it up here. Where is it there? Managed to get what we won last year, but St George's Park scarf, England won what you can only get there, so I'm glad I finally got that again. I still, obviously, there's a bit of space there. I still need to get that sorted out. But yeah, good game, good 3 games I enjoyed. And yeah, that was my week in football. Now, tonight I'm going to Wrexham, I think, for another international women's game. I'm going to go and watch Wales against Estonia. There's Hayley Ladd playing for Wales and Chloe Williams, both United players. So I'm going to that. Saturday, I really want to go, but unfortunately I can't, is Sunderland for the under-18s. I just can't do it, unfortunately. Sunday is the Manchester Derby at Old Trafford. I'm going to be going to that. I cannot wait for that. I think we've got a real chance for that. I don't know why, but I think we've got a real chance because we're playing all right at the moment. I think Fernandez has changed it up for us a bit, but really looking forward to that. I think we're going to do him. And I'm not sure because I've not sorted my calendar out yet. I've not put my fixtures on, but I'm sure there's another game in there that I'll be going to. But yeah, that's been my week in football. Anything else? Yeah, I've done a youth review with Stretford Paddock, which I'll leave in the description, with Joe from Stretford Paddock, which I thought did quite well. So give that a watch. Anything else? Yeah, just as usual, follow my Twitter at David J. Pritt, Instagram at David Pritt, and subscribe to this if you enjoy it and want to see more. Give it a like, and if you could leave a comment, that'd be great. Thanks for watching. Bye.